Next, we are going to discuss the nature of the conformal mapping W equal to sin Z. Before that, let me discuss some basic result which we need in the conformal mapping W equal to sin Z. That is, minus 1 is less than or equal to sin x less than or equal to 1. That is, mod x less than mod sin x is less than or equal to 1. For cos x, it is minus 1 less than or equal to cos x less than or equal to 1. Similarly, for hyperbolic sine, minus infinity less than sin hx less than infinity, minus 1 less than or equal to cos hx less than infinity, and equalities sin square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. For hyperbolic trigonometric functions, cos h square x minus sin h square x is equal to 1. Sin of iy equal to I sin hy, cos of iy equal to cos hy. These are some basic results. Also, equation of an ellipse. We all know the equation of an ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Here, if a greater than b, then the focus is plus or minus root of a square minus b square comma 0. If b greater than a, then the focus will be the coordinate 0 plus or minus root of b square minus a square. Similarly, for the equation of the hyperbola is x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1 with focus plus or minus root of a square plus b square 0. If the equation is y square by a square minus x square by b square equal to 1, then the focus will be 0 plus or minus root of a square plus b square. So these are the basic results which we want while discussing the conformal mapping W equal to sin Z. Next, W equal to sin Z, which is our mapping. Put Z equal to x plus iy and W equal to u plus iv, we get u plus iv equal to sin of x plus iy. That is equal to, what is sin of a plus b? Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So sin x cos iy plus cos x sin iy. Then next, sin x into, what is cos iy? Cos iy is cos hy. So sin x cos hy plus sin iy is I sin hy. So I cos x sin hy. Then comparing on both sides, we get u equal to sin x cos hy and v equal to cos x sin hy. Next, we are considering some cases. First of all, considering the straight line x equal to c. When we take x equal to c, our u and v becomes u equal to sin c cos hy and v become cos c sin hy. Next, we are moving to eliminate the variable y. For that, from u we get cos hy equal to u by sin c, and from v we get sin hy equal to v divided by cos c. So here these are the hyperbolic functions. Okay, cos hy and sin hy. What is the equality for hyperbolic cos and sin? Cos h square x minus sin h square x is equal to 1. So here we are going to squaring and subtracting. We get cos h square y minus sin h square y equal to u square divided by sin square c minus v square divided by cos square c. Here c is a constant value, so sin square c will be a constant value, cos square c will be a constant value. So we put sin c equal to a and cos c equal to b, then our expression will be u square by a square minus v square by b square is equal to 1, which is similar to x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1 in the w plane, which represents a hyperbola with a focus plus or minus root of. So answer will be plus or minus 1 comma 0. So the straight line x equal to c mapped onto a hyperbola with a focus plus or minus 1 0. Okay, this is the image. Next, we are considering the case 2, that is when x equal to 0. X equal to 0 means the entire y axis. Then our u becomes sin 0, that is equal to 0. That is u equal to 0. U equal to 0 means the complete v axis. Next, see what is v. V become sin hy. So u equal to 0 and v equal to sin hy means it corresponds to the v axis. Next, from where to where. Next, we see what is the range of sin hy. Hyperbolic sine lies between minus infinity to sin infinity. So here sin hy implies minus infinity less than sin hy less than infinity. Therefore, the y-axis in the z-plane is mapped onto the complete v-axis in the w-plane. Okay, therefore, the complete y-axis is mapped onto the complete v-axis in the w-plane. Next, we are considering the line y equal to k. Then our u becomes sin x cos hk. From that we get sin x equal to u by cos hk, and v equal to cos x sin hk. From that cos x equal to v divided by sin hk. Next, we are going to eliminate the variable x. Here sin x, cos x. Therefore, the identity is squaring and adding. So squaring and adding, we get cos square x plus sin square x is equal to u square by cos h square k plus v square by sin h square k. That is u square by cos h square k plus v square divided by sin h square k equal to 1. Take a as cos hk and b as sin hk. The equation becomes u square by a square plus b square by b square is equal to 1, which corresponds an ellipse. So y equal to k is mapped onto an ellipse. Okay, next we are considering the x-axis, which means y equal to 0. So v becomes 0 and u becomes sin x. V equal to 0 means the image will be in the u axis. Next, what is u? What u is sin x. Sin x lies between minus 1 to 1. So the y equal to 0 means x-axis is mapped onto a portion in the u-axis between minus 1 to 1. This is the image. This is the nature of the conformal mapping W equal to sin Z.